The National Restaurant Association's Restaurant Performance Index in February was 100.7, an increase of 0.6%. Restaurant operators' current operating environment remains challenging. That component of the index remains below that all-important 100 threshold, but their expectations for the future continued to edge up. So the components overall result in the index moving up by 0.6%. Regarding restaurant capital spending in February, 59% of restaurant operators reported making a capital expenditure over the past 3 months, and 62% report they expect to make a capital expenditure over the next 6 months. Regarding restaurant industry employment in February, the industry continued to add jobs, another 17,000. Over the past year, the industry has added over 255,000 jobs. That's about 700 each and every day over the past year on a net basis. Restaurant industry employment growth is moderating, but does remain above that of the national employment growth. Year over year in February, restaurant industry employment was up by 2.3% versus 1.6% for the national economy. Regarding wholesale food price inflation in February, that index moved up a little, but the overall situation remains one of a deflationary environment. The index is now down 2.4% year over year in February. However, in 2016, that was a negative 3.9%. So there is some moderation in the deflationary environment. Certain commodity groups continue to post gains year over year. For example, cheese, milk, and pork were up, but if you look at certain other commodities, such as beef, eggs, and fresh vegetables, those are down by double digits. Regarding menu price inflation in February, that index also continued to edge up. Year over year, it's running at a 2.4% rate. However, grocery store prices remain substantially deflationary, negative 1.7%. So the gap between increases in menu price inflation and grocery store price deflation is now in excess of 4 percentage points. And obviously that alters consumers' price paid for value received at their restaurant experiences overall. Overall inflation now is moving up also, running at a 2.7% rate. If you go back to 2016, that was just 1.3%. So underlying inflation is definitely heating up. So in sum, restaurant industry performance in February, 100.7, up 0.6%. Restaurant industry employment up by 17,000. Wholesale food prices down 2.4% year over year, and menu prices up 2.4% year over year. And don't forget, for additional information, to visit our website, restaurant.org. Thank you.